Okay, so here we're going into the change_c function, and I'm using the image1 variable. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a random image from the crazy images array and putting it into the image1 variable. So here we see the breakdown of it. The random function takes the crazy images array as a parameter, and it returns one image in that array. And so here we see once it takes the image from the crazy images array, it puts it into the image1 variable. So here we see it, the image1 variable explained visually. So the random command selects a random image from the array. So in this example, the image at index 7 is chosen, and then that image is put into the image1 variable. And there's two reasons why we do this. It's because the image command that we use later on uses the image1 variable to display one image at a time. And by using the image1 variable, we can change the image inside it over and over again. So here we see when I click on the canvas, the background color changes and the image changes. So now I'm reactivating the movement of the bubble, and we can see the bubble moving and changing color, changing images basically, and, when I click on the canvas. So now I'm adding some more code to the change_c function. So when the user clicks on the canvas, I want a special message to appear. So now I'm saying, okay, I'm using the HTML command on the header2 element that's stored in the h2a variable, and I'm saying you change the color of the canvas and the bubble, you rock. And so now I'm going to save and refresh. And when I click on the canvas, it shows us the new message. And it also makes the background color and image change. So I'm just adding some more text. I'm saying, have a great day, just so that it takes up more space. So I'm saving it and refreshing. When I click on the canvas, everything changes. So now we see the breakdown. So here is what happens. So by using the HTML command, we are changing the content of the h2a variable. So we're changing the text content of it. And so here we see that the header2 element, the text inside it has changed. And so, and we use the HTML command to change the message. The background color and the text color are still the same. So here we see it in code inside the change_c function that the text content of the HTML of the header2 element has changed. So what we also want to happen is we want it to change color too, just so that's really noticeable. So we're going to use the style function. And here we're going to set the background color to red. So the red that's chosen by the computer is a red that's an RGB value of 25500, but we can just type in red if we want because it's easier. And we're going to keep the text color white, just to make sure that it stays there. So we're going to save and refresh. And now when I click on the canvas, the text changes. The background color CSS property changes to red. Here we see that both the text of the element and the background color changes. The style command changes the background color, and it's inside the h2a variable. And now I'm just going to comment out the movement just so that it stays static. But if we click on the canvas, it would It would change anyway, it would still change. So here I'm just adding a comment just to say what things are so that people know. So here I'm just saying movement of the crazy bubble because that's basically what this code does. It makes the crazy bubble move across the screen. And I'm adding a comment too above the background just to tell everyone that it's setting the background color according to the value of the BG color variable. And so let's see. I'm just saving. So now we also want the element to react when the user presses on it. So technically it's not a button, but it can react like a button. So here I'm saying, I'm putting the mouse press function on the H2A variable, so on the H2A element, and when the user presses on it, it will call the message1 function. And so here I'm just writing the message1 function. So its function is the keyword, and then we use the whatever the name of the function is. Here I called it message1 just because the message changes. So I'm using the HTML command. I'm using the HTML command to change the message inside the header2 element. And here I'm just saying something like, some kind of fun message of surprise, like you clicked on me, but I'm not a button. And then I'm saying something like, okie dokie. And so that's the message that will be displayed when the user clicks on the element. So now I'm saving, I'm refreshing, and I'm clicking on the canvas. And now I'm clicking on the element, and we can see that the content changes based on where I'm clicking. So now I'm going in, and I also want the background color of the element to change when I click on it. So I'm setting the background color CSS attribute to the value of the BG color variable. So I want it to be the same color as the canvas when it's clicked on. So here we see when I click on the element, it changes color. When I click on the element, it changes color. So it becomes the same color as the background. And here we can see the HTML command being used to change the text and the background color attribute, which is changed to the BG color variable. And that's it for now.